everyone, welcome back to my channel in another Therapy 30s episode where this week I'm going to walk you through my personal experience having hypnotherapy or hypnosis. Now, I sought out a hypnotherapist to help me with a compulsive skin disorder, which I have done an entire video about before. Click up here to watch the full backstory, but basically it was a super ingrained habit that I had carried with me for over 17 years of my life, and with a habit like this, willpower alone was never going to help me, hit this on the head. When I turned 29, I gave myself 12 months to do something about this. I did not want to be carrying this into my 30s with me. Nothing up until this point had worked, and I decided perhaps the only thing that would work for me moving forward was to try and break this habit at a subconscious level. Get deep into the mind of Kieran and tell me to stop it. Break that subconscious link. So the definition of hypnotherapy is a deep state of relaxation during which you're very responsive to suggestion. So I went about looking for a hypnotherapist, and I ended up finding a lovely lady actually out of town. But this lady, her website just seemed to send me good vibes compared to other websites, and upon emailing with her, she had dealt with this condition before. So I met with this woman. She worked out of a front spare bedroom of her home that had private access straight from the driveway. It just felt homey, and I instantly felt comfortable within the space and chatting with her. Now, in order to develop a personalised hypnosis program tailored to me and the issues that I was going to her for, she needed to get to know a bit about Kieran. So we sat and we talked for 2 hours straight. What are the daily struggles or worries or stresses that I deal with, just so she has an overall idea of me and my life on an everyday basis. But she got to know me, and if you have watched my previous skin disorder video, you will know I was very self-aware about it. I knew when I did it, I knew why I did it, I knew that it wasn't its own thing, it was a symptom of anxiety. I would do this as a reaction to anxiety. And obviously, as someone who suffers from anxiety, a big thing is learning to relax. So after chatting for 2 hours, we did a first session. I believe she does this particular first hypnotic session with everybody that she meets. She does a relaxation session with everybody at the first appointment. I lay back in the chair, I close my eyes. She says, I'm going to be talking to the right of you. Just ignore me. I want you to focus on counting backwards from 300. She said at some point you're going to lose count, at which point don't worry, just stop counting and just lay back and listen to what I'm saying. So I could hear her chatting away to the right of me, but I was very focused on my counting. In fact, I got down really far. I think I got down to about 75 before I lost count. And you just kind of drift into this sleepy kind of state, and you're kind of like, oh, I don't remember where I was up to. And you just lay back and you close your eyes until the next thing I hear is wide awake. I open my eyes, you take 3 deep breaths before kind of adjusting or, getting up. She says to me, what was the last thing that I said to you? And my mind just went blank. I could not remember a single thing. I was like, oh my God, I don't know. I was like, why can't I remember anything? She's like, do you remember anything that I said throughout this whole session? And I was like, I don't know. I can't remember. Why can't I remember? And she said, just joking. No one remembers. But at the time, when I'm lying there and my eyes closed, I finished my counting, I can hear what she's saying as if it was just you and I having a conversation like this. One person speaking and one person's listening. I can hear her. I can consciously understand her. But as soon as I'm awake in my conscious state, I can't remember a damn thing she said. And then she says, how long do you think we were doing that for? I said, I don't know. She said, guess. 6 minutes, I said, thinking that would be on the long side. Maybe we'd only been doing it for a couple. 18 minutes she had been speaking to me while I was lying back in this chair. And I could not remember a single thing that she said. And I did not realise that much time had passed. It was the trippiest but most relaxing thing ever. it was weird. It's like, okay, I've had my session, but I don't really remember having the session or what it involved, but thanks. At every session, she would send you home with a DVD. Now on this DVD, my homework was to chuck it in the DVD player, lie back on the couch, close my eyes and listen to the audio every day until I next saw her, which was, it may have been a week, it may have been a week or two, but I think it was 1 week until my next session with her. Now this relaxation DVD was counting down from 10, and with every number it would say something else, basically starting at the top of my head, I think, and relaxing. 10 would be like, you feel your head getting lighter on your neck and it's relaxing, and your shoulders are dropping and you're relaxing, blah blah blah. All I could think about, because clearly I'm not a person that relaxes very well and therefore suffers from anxiety, was just like, let's hurry along lady, like let's get to the next number so we can get to 1 and we can like be done. I just didn't click with this audio, but I did it every day because I was committed to the process, and I felt like this is my last shot at breaking this habit. I am going to do whatever this lady tells me to do. So that was the relaxation homework. Oh, now actually, going back, the reason she had me count backwards from 300 was to give my logical side of my brain something to do, basically, to keep it occupied while my subconscious mind was listening to what she was saying. Now I don't realise that because I'm so focused on my counting and my logical side of my brain that, I'm keeping that busy and we're focusing on counting and we're counting and making sure we don't miss a number, because then we'd have to start again. But meanwhile, my subconscious mind is listening to everything that she's saying and absorbing it, and that's why I couldn't remember anything that she'd said. Okay, so my second session, we sit down, we talk about what's happened in the last week, what stresses or anxieties did I have, or we had a bit of a chat, and again, it was a lengthy one, probably like a good hour and a half, just talking about life, and again, just offloading. It's so good to just offload and dump onto a stranger. This session 2, we were focusing on confidence. Now again, I lay back, I was told to start counting back from 300, and this time I drifted off way faster. I only got down to 100 and something, the high 100s, before I just drifted off into like a sleepy state. I mean, bear in mind, I'm a mother of 2. When do I ever just get to like lie down with no kids around? So it's always going to be a relaxing experience. Drifted off way faster, and again I wake up, I don't know what this lady's been telling me, but I feel relaxed and I feel good. It's like, again, thanks. My homework for that week was to alternate between the relaxation DVD that I hated and a confidence DVD on alternate days until I next saw her, which I think was in like 2 weeks this time. I did my relaxation DVD every alternate day and hated it. But the confidence DVD, I would lie down on the couch, I'd put this DVD on, it would walk me through the stages of going into like this hypnotic state. I would just drift away into this deep relaxing sleep. And I would not come out of it until the end of the DVD would say, wide awake. And to this day, I have no clue what is on that DVD because I don't remember anything, and it was just felt like the deepest sleep, the deepest relaxing sleep. But if this homework was only every second day, this confidence DVD, and I would crave it. Like every second day, every other second day, I'd do this relaxation DVD and I'd be like, yeah, just get down to 1, whatever, let's be done with this. And I would crave doing the confidence one every other day. And I'd be like, oh, I just want to go home and do my DVD. I just want to like lie down. I just want to feel that deep sleep. It's the weirdest thing. It's so hard to portray what it feels like, but I just craved it. So my third session, now another 2 weeks down the line, We sat down, we chatted for a while, not as long as the previous times because she's got a bit of a feel for me by now. But we have a discussion that after doing this confidence DVD on alternate days for 2 weeks, have I noticed any changes within my life? And strangely enough, I had. I had been in a situation where normally I would react one way and just kind of, you know, that fight or flight mode, and I'd be like, gone burger. And strangely enough, I had just kind of like kept going through this situation, and that I would not normally feel confident in, and not even consciously kind of made an effort to make any change, but it had just happened. So we're discussing changes that I noticed in my life since doing these previous sessions, and then we worked on self-hypnosis. So and she started to train me to put myself into hypnosis myself. That was the focus of this third session. I then went home with a third DVD. I no longer had to do the relaxation one. I admitted to her, I was like, I freaking hate it. I never want to do it. She's like, good news, you don't have to do it anymore. We're just going to work on the confidence one and the self-hypnosis one. Basically, it was a guided self-hypnosis audio. That was my homework for the next week or fortnight until I next met with her. We have still not actually addressed the actual skin condition. This whole time, these whole 3 sessions, but like about 5 or 6 weeks at this stage, we've just been working on relaxation, confidence, and learning how to put myself into hypnosis so that I can continue my work without her in the coming months. So my 4th session, we have a bit of a chat, talk about how the guided self-hypnosis is going. And basically, the self-hypnosis is putting yourself into a state of relaxation and repeating to myself some of the paragraphs that she has used in her sessions, both at her home and on my DVDs. So when I'm listening to these DVDs and she's doing the hypnosis sessions with me and she's talking, my subconscious is listening. Although I don't remember, she has said specific paragraphs that are now kind of, it sounds really culty, programmed into my mind because I've been subconsciously hearing them from her and these audio DVDs, so that when I put myself into self-hypnosis and I'm repeating some of these paragraphs to myself in my own mind, it's triggering the things that she's already it's triggering the ideas or suggestions she's already put in there, if that makes sense, and I'm then drawing upon her suggestion. This sounds hippie-ish, doesn't it? But it truly helped me. This fourth session, only when she was truly confident that I could put myself into hypnosis and that I was, starting to see some results in my life from repeating these kind of paragraphs or sayings in my mind that she had kind of suggested to my subconscious, then we could start focusing on the actual underlying, the actual symptom of this skin disorder the skin habit that I had. And my 4th DVD that she gave me was a personalised DVD for my skin, which I can now listen to at any time that I need to. I've got all 4 DVDs on my own to keep and listen to when I need. I went in for one thing and I came out with so much more. And I just highly suggest it to anyone that has like a really personal problem or habit that you're having trouble moving forward from. It sounds so hippie-ish, but you really do kind of have to rewire things in the mind sometimes in order to break a habit or move past something that's keeping you in a bad place. It was just the best investment for myself. I guess I'm just trying to portray that I went in for one thing and I came out with so much more and was so worth the investment that I put into myself. I'm just so much happier moving forward with like the new me with clearer skin. And I highly suggest it to anyone who needs help moving past something. Give it a go. It is the trippiest, weirdest thing. But man, it is so relaxing. It feels so good. You try it. That's it for this episode. Be sure to subscribe and tune in next week for more Therapy 30 episodes.